back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Willis now off of play action. Flushed out right. He's got a man. Complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Paris Campbell now on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. On play action, they'll throw. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hey. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Play action. Here's Willis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. On the return, Jackson. Fighting his way through contact. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Okay, here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hand.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, You could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. Well, sometimes it doesn't appear like much. The out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, it can turn into a big play. The reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Willis from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
With it is Jackson. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Okay, here we go. Timberland.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That one finds Hyatt. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 6-0 our score after 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Timberland.
Now Jones. Rolling to his right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Barkley will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, New York.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Giants 7, Dolphins 6. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Kayvon Thibodeau. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Let's go now.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Willis backed up to his own end zone here, 3rd and long. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. 4th down, Willis. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go play action here on 1st down. That ball caught by Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Giants 14, Dolphins 6. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Dolphins at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense because the offense did its part. They played well, but defensively, way too many lapses and big plays allowed. That ultimately doomed them in their last ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 10. Back to throw, Willis. Throw left side to Higgins. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Willis with it on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
Here's Jake Bailey now.
For the Dolphins.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jackson. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Waller's had trouble staying on the field since back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, but few possesses athleticism at the position, and that's what the Giants traded for last offseason. Looking like the vintage Waller with that first down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the 45 on 2nd down. Jones.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, New York.
Off play action. Jones. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darren Waller, 47 yards. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
The score, Giants 21, Dolphins 6. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Dolphins 6.
We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
103 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Wide shift to Cruz. Cruz.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And they're going to speed things up here.
South salad.
First down, Giants.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Darren Waller.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2 yards to go, second down.
Dom Capers.
A give to Barkley out of the gun.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Wide shift to Cruz. Watch Detroit.
First down,
Detroit Johnson. Other side.
Throwing on first down, Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins 17. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Jones. They'll roll him out right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Brian Dable with his background on offense, he's got a call ready, and they are going to go for it on fourth down.
Back to throw. Jones. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A fourth down gamble turns into a fourth down scramble, but all is well. First down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gano the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's Willis. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Let's go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Willis, got to have this one.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a couple.
Ladybug, 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 ladybug.
Off play action. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Great, 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 great.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
172 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Okay, here we go.
Here's 2nd and 3.
North salad, north salad. Out we go.
Again, it's Barkley. Runs over it.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them.
And the defense loses him. It's complete.
Now inside the 25.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Robbie Joseph,
97 yards.
and the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
Woodland, gold, Woodland.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
And the Giants first down.
Elsa. Bama. Elsa, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Come on. Hey, 70 range.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Willis.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
One final try for Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So a victory here for the men in blue.
Head to gonna roll like sleepy hollow. Way out of control. All these